Morning YouTubers. I won't be sad to see the back of this mooring. This is where I woke up to find someone laying on my roof, and sometimes the water level in this pond gets so low that it makes the boat tilt and you struggle to lay in bed. So yeah, not one of my better moorings, but onwards and upwards. Today we're going to be heading north on the Grand Union Canal from Boxmoor to wherever the fancy takes us. We're not having much of a summer this year in the UK. The global warming's got so bad I've had to put a coat on. And this is August. I've just been up there and set up the first lock of the day. I read somewhere that back in the day they got a load of Mexicans over here to build these locks, and they actually was the descendants of the Aztecs, and that's why the locks on the Grand Union look like this. Sorry about that, I couldn't resist it. This is the perfect angle to show you one of the tips that I picked up actually from the comments on my videos about how to operate locks. This one will stop your boat getting thrown about all over the place in a double lock. If you open the ground paddle the same side as the boat, you'll see the reaction. The water coming in flows up the side of the lock, and you'll see it pin the boat over to the wall on this side. You leave it to settle down for a bit, and then you can gradually start opening up the other paddles. I'm sure most of you out there already knew that anyway, but that was a little tip for people that are new to narrowboating. Something that I wished I knew when I first started. There's another boat coming towards me, so I left the gate open. Worked out pretty well. He's left the gate open up there for you. See you later.
See ya.
I'm going to have to do a nifty bit of steering here to stop these oak branches from sweeping the camera off the roof. If you're familiar with my channel, you'll know I'm fated to knock that camera in one day. The bridge was actually built by the great Robert Stevenson. The ironwork above us here was coated in concrete at a later date, much to the annoyance of a lot of people. Close to this area in 1945, the Perth to Euston sleeper train derailed and killed 43 poor souls. To our right, I think it's called Winkwell Dock. It's not the prettiest, but it looks a busy working boatyard. Back in the day, there was a lock keeper here called Joseph Buck, and on Christmas Day 1898 he went to a watery grave, apparently as a result of too much festive spirit. I can see the swing bridge up ahead, where I'm going to have to stop the traffic. It's times like this that I wished I had another crew member with me. If I had crew, I would stop the traffic for 2, perhaps 3 minutes. But on my own, I'll probably stop them for about 10 minutes. This is what makes the drivers a bit irate with the boaters. With crew, I wouldn't have bothered mooring up. I'd have just got close to the bridge and idled out there, waiting for the bridge to open and enough room to go through. And then, as soon as the back of my boat got through the bridge, the crew member would have started closing the bridge. But I'll show you now all the rigmarole that a solo boater has to go through to operate one of these swing bridges. It's my first time doing this, so wish me luck. I'll have an audience watching me in the beer garden of this pub, so that don't help. If you look up into the distance, you can see the swing bridge opening, and straight away there's traffic. Look, there's an old boy trying to run down the towpath. Oh, it's me. That running didn't last too long. I'm trying to do this as quick as I can, because I could do without any arguments. Now I've got to take more time getting the boat moored up before coming back and closing the bridge. While you're doing all this, you can't help but think about the drivers sitting in their cars with steam coming out their ear holes. All done and no problems. Thank God. If I get any visitors, I might take them here for a beer and something to eat. It's come over really cold. That noise you can hear is my teeth chattering. Since I got through that swing bridge, the whole look and feel of the place is getting better. And there's some nice looking permanent moorings all the way down on the right hand side, with some nice and different looking vessels moored up there. We must be getting well into the Chiltern Hills by now, but I've seen no obvious signs of them. Apparently, this area was heavily into the production of watercress. I wouldn't have imagined that they'd have grown it on the canals, but there must be offshoots and ponds around this area. That green boat moored up over there on the right has got a personal story with me and my grandsons, all the way back to Bishop Stortford last year. My youngest grandson, Jack, was just learning to read at the time, and he was fascinated with the name of that boat. And since then, I've nicknamed him the name of that boat. So that boat's come a fair old distance, the same as me.
Hello.
I've just tucked myself out of the way, waiting for these two boats to come out the lock. To be honest, unless you're someone that really enjoys doing locks, it's not been as relaxing as some places that I've cruised through, because every 5 or 10 minutes you're out doing another lock again. So I'm hoping to get rewarded for all this hard work with some lovely scenery at the end of it. Look at me, hard work. It's a lovely way to get some exercise, really. What I'm trying to say is you can't get into that relaxed state of mind where you just stand on the back and take everything in. It's like stop, start, stop, start. I've been living on a narrowboat and doing this for over a year now, and I can hear you lot out there saying you ain't got much better at it. And I was wondering, at what point do you not become a new boater? Is it a year, 2 years, 5 years? Because no matter how long you've been doing it, you're always going to be learning something new, as we do in everyday life. So please pull me down in the comments if I ever get to be a pompous ass about new boaters, because I've seen some people on the towpath and in the comments of my videos that think they're God's gift to narrowboating, and I don't ever want to become like that. I'm always going to make mistakes, and I'm always going to show them on the channel. I'm not going to hide anything. I try not to take it all too serious, and I know that's not everyone's cup of tea, but that's me. And like I've said before, if you're thinking of subscribing to my channel, don't do it just yet. Have a look around at another few videos that I've put out to make sure you like it, and then if you do like it, subscribe. This is all starting to look rather nice. Like I've said before, I do get a gut feeling about places, and this feels nice. The complete opposite to the last place that I moored, where I needed a place close to a road where I could drop my mum off. So let's see if we can get in here. When I've got moored up, I'm going to jump on the roof and give you like a panoramic view of the mooring. Here's the first signs that I've seen of the Chiltern Hills. Very nice. Think I'm going to enjoy this one. Thank you so much for coming along with me, and I'll see you next time.